Welcome to our lecture on state and invariants. Today we will explore how state and invariants play a critical role in ensuring the correctness of concurrent systems. In this lecture, we will analyze the design pressures that state and invariants impose on concurrent systems.
What types of hidden assumptions should we be looking for?
Great question. We'll be focusing on those that mislead us into thinking the system is correct until it's under stress. Imagine you are working on a course project that appears to be functioning perfectly fine during a demonstration.
So, what happens when we introduce concurrency?
Concurrency can reveal hidden assumptions that challenge our trust in the results. Before we dive deeper, let's understand some core concepts that will guide our discussion.
What are the key concepts we need to understand?
These include system state, invariants, state transitions, invariant violations, and system invariants. Let's start with system state, which refers to the collective values of all data in your system at a particular point in time.
What issues can arise if we ignore system state?
Ignoring it can lead to problems like duplicate work and stale state, compromising system reliability. Next, we have invariants. These are conditions that must always be true for a system to maintain its correctness.
How can we ensure these invariants are respected?
We must log transitions and validate behaviors to prevent mistakes. State transitions outline the valid paths for moving the system from one correct state to another.
What happens if we overlook these transitions?
Failure to recognize them can lead to duplicate work or stale state, violating system integrity. An invariant violation occurs when concurrent operations result in the system being left in an impossible state.
Can you give an example of how this might occur?
Certainly. If we allow simultaneous operations that alter the same data, we can easily end up in an illegal state. Lastly, a system invariant is a condition that must remain true across all valid executions.
How do we verify that an invariant is maintained during execution?
We need mechanisms that validate state consistency throughout the system's operation. This diagram illustrates how the various elements we discuss connect to one another.
What's the main takeaway from this architecture?
The key point is whether the relevant invariants hold true when faced with execution pressures. In our worked example, we look at an episode service where two workers might be reading an episode record concurrently.
What could go wrong in this scenario?
If both workers attempt state transitions simultaneously, it could lead to violations of our invariants. In the failure scenario depicted here, we see two workers reading the same episode before it has been committed.
What do we need to prevent this issue?
We must ensure that only one worker can process the episode at a time to uphold the invariant. The design response to prevent such failures involves creating a protected state for well-defined transitions.
Could you clarify how this actually protects the system?
By ensuring transitions are controlled, we can reject invalid or competing transitions, safeguarding our system integrity. In evidence flow, we emphasize capturing structured evidence to support our claims.
What kind of evidence should we be collecting?
Data points like previous state, new state, and timestamps are crucial for tracing execution. It's important to be aware of common failure modes and anti-patterns.
How can we detect if a system is hiding these anti-patterns?
By conducting repeated runs and introducing concurrent actors or stress conditions. In our trade-off analysis, we explore various design approaches and their respective impacts.
How do we choose which approach to implement?
It's context-dependent. Each approach has its strengths, weaknesses, and the situations they are best suited for. For practical application, Identify the most relevant invariant for state and invariants.
What should I include in my scenarios?
Write a successful sequential scenario along with a pressure scenario that exposes potential failures. This lecture directly supports our upcoming assignment.
What do I need to focus on for the assignment?
Connect the concepts discussed to your semester project, demonstrating understanding with concrete evidence. As we wrap up, let's consider some validation and interview questions.
What will be most important for mastering this material?
Reflecting on invariants, hidden assumptions, and how to force failures in tests is crucial. In summary, understanding state and invariance is essential for reasoning about system correctness.
What's the overall goal as we apply these concepts?
To connect concepts to observability, invariance, and defensible trade-offs in design.